Well, hello. Happy year of the ox. The ox. And as I learned, ox are just cow. They're literally just cow that apparently have a job. If they have a normal cow, you put it through a work program, it comes out an ox. That's just how it works. So, in this year of working cows, I hope that there's a lot of entertainment, a lot of prosperity for the forum and the fan zone coming up. We can only hope, because 2021 is getting off kind of rough for me, but well, I mean, I guess rough for America. I'm doing okay. So there is a tremendous amount of shit to talk about today. I true to my word, as I tend to say I will do something, I tend to do it. I have assembled some notes about Fallout Frontier. I'll be talking about that. This stream will probably be at least 2 hours long, maybe even longer. So I'm just gonna, I have my notes, I have everything assembled, and before I start, I want to say that I'm growing a basil plant, and there are aphids destroying my basil plant. And I've never done like general gardening in my life, but I like pesto. And I thought, you know what? I'm a growing boy. Maybe one day I will have kids. I should start with a plant. I should start with a plant and then work my way up to like a cat or a dog, and then eventually a kid. That's how it works, right? So I got myself a basil plant, and I'm nurturing it. And as I'm sitting there, and it's dark right now, so I have my basil plant on my desk, and I have it under a lamp because I read up on it, and I read about photosynthesis and how the plant needs light to grow, basically. Not just like it needs the energy; it literally needs light in order to convert carbon dioxide to carbon mass that builds the plant. So I have it under my light, and I like to look at my basil plant. I like to admire it. And I realized that there was some browning. I thought, oh, that's not good. Maybe the light bulb is too close to the leaves on my basil plant. And then I realized that there was some fuzz on it. I thought, what the fuck is that? Is that like new branches growing in? So I rubbed it, and they popped off. And I thought, motherfucker, these are insects. Are these those aphids that I've heard so much about in my life? I've never seen an aphid. I have no idea what the fuck they are. And I looked up on it, and sure enough, there are aphids on my basil plant. So I'm assuming that the store I bought it from had aphid eggs already in it, and they hatched, and now I have motherfucking aphids, and that's not going to do. I've been very studiously taking care of my basil plant. I've made a little spray bottle with some soapy water in it. I've been destroying them with the fire, and then coming up, but they like to hide. Basil plants have these very protective umbrella leaves to them, and the aphids will hide under the creature which they destroy. So I took tweezers, and every time I look at it, because the light shines directly on the leaf, and they make them kind of see-through, bright green, I can see their shadows, and I will manually go in, and I will decimate these fucking aphids. I will keep everyone up to date on my war on aphids, and I'll keep them up to date on my basil plant, which is currently something I am very, very protective of. Get ladybugs. I will eventually expand my herb garden as I prepare for fatherhood by buying plants. And I'm going to get some mint. I'm going to get some parsley. I'm going to get a bunch of stuff, right? And if it gets large enough, I will buy some ladybugs. and I'll make friends with ladybugs. So that's the story of my basil plant. I want to say yesterday was the first year anniversary of Fed Smoker dying. I did a full stream on Fed Smoker. I think it's one of the better ones that I did. So if you're interested in Fed Smoker, a very, very interesting and lively person, I would encourage you to go watch that stream. It's still up on YouTube even.
Walgreens, America.
But I would like to show you what I consider to be the finest vignette of Fed Smoker. A little glimpse into the life of Herc Peterson.
Walgreens Americans. Been shopping here for about 3 months and they haven't been being very kind to me here in Council Bluffs. Give me like that cold inbred fucking feeling when I shop in there. I'll be putting everybody on the net as baby rapers from now on if I even see a flinch around me in this town. I think the pigs might have got to them here. They feel like they can get away with that with me. I'll put your fucking chief on the net as baby rapers. I get snubbed one more time out of this store. You watch and see, bitches. I'm gonna put this dog on the net as a baby raper too. You fucking baby raper! You fucking baby raper!
He knows. He knows the truth about Rottweilers and pit bulls. Maybe I shouldn't. I mean, is it fair to classify a Rottweiler as a pit bull? Maybe not. I thought it was a pit bull, but in retrospect, it's just a Rottweiler. That's just great. It's just fine art. You literally can't invent someone like Herc. You have to witness them. So the guy that maintained Fed Smoker's thread made a montage video of some of his best clips, and that's also available on the forum in case you're interested. Rest in peace. They took him out. They knew he was on to him. The globalist baby raper cabal. They had to take him out because he was getting too close to the truth. Oh, and the fan zone came through with my request last stream. I asked people to draw on the stream. I asked people to draw what that anarcho-communist transgender thing would look like as a commander in a hypothetical war. And I got 2 submissions. Both I like. One has I like this one just because it's fully colored in and it looks exactly like the person. And this is the one I featured on the forum. But this one was submitted by somebody I know, a friend of mine who's from Serbia. And what I really like about this, and I don't know if this is intentional or not, but it really strongly reminds me of this old, I don't know if it's like early 1990s Russian or Soviet cartoon called Captain Pronin. And the clip I found of this was with Ping Zero or whatever talking over it. So I'm gonna play this, and I want you guys to. I don't know, I don't know if the art style is intentional or not, but it does remind me a lot of this. I'll play like 30 seconds of it, just to prove my point.
This newspaper would be making a lot more sense. Who is this pink vampire? What does he want from me? And why is he smiling? Prepare to meet the hand of Pronin, fly. Yes, please, come in. I have an erection.
Skip over this. I just want to,
Gentlemen,
especially this frame right here. Look at how much he looks like Captain Pronin. Just the art style and stuff. It's very similar, and I like that. So thank you. I appreciate that I can. My favorite thing about running the forum and doing my streams is that I can yell in any direction I like. And find somebody who knows somebody who can do what I want. I remember one time I was interested in looking at the legalities of hosting the forum on Indian reservations because I thought maybe that would be a good way to circumvent some hosting issues. And I ended up, I just put a banner up, like, if you know about Indian reservations, let me know. And I somehow got into contact with someone who's like a lawyer for a tribe in New Mexico who told me that it probably wouldn't help at all. So I ended up looking elsewhere. But that was fun. It's fun being able to yell and get what you want. Okay. I want everyone to... I'm going to re-extend my invitation to join the Discord. Last stream, I sent everyone a fun picture that I would not be able to send people over stream. I am again going to send everyone a fun picture, but I can only do it over Discord. So if you're interested in seeing this fun picture that I have for everyone, I would recommend joining discord.gg/Sneed. That is the literal URL. It's not a joke. Discord.gg/Sneed. Everyone in Discord is crying. I don't care. And then go to, just wait. It'll take a bit. I'm going to talk a little bit more. But if you chill out in the don't at me area, I will post it there. So I will just throw that out there. Discord.gg/Sneed. So this is also not a joke. I don't know. I really regret not taking better archives of shit that Andrew Torba does with Gab, because he's clearly an insane person and he's rolling out a physical box. I'm assuming that it's like a cheap Chinese thing that already exists and he's just like slapping. In this, he doesn't even have the fucking logo on it, so it could be literally anything. It could be a stock photo. It could be something that he found in his fucking basement that he's rolled out and is claiming to be a Gab product. But he's saying we're testing out the first Gab TV hardware device to transform your TV into a free speech device so you can cancel cable and get that degenerate garbage content out of your home and away from your children. Oh yes, we're serious. So Gab, after almost getting shut down by the feds because of his association with the guy that shot up the Las Vegas Country Music Festival, despite failing to launch on the Fediverse, despite failing to launch a live streaming platform, despite really failing to launch Gab and failing to get Trump on Gab, he continues onward, launching and a browser. He had the Dissenter plugin, which is completely forgotten about. He launched a Dissenter browser, which is completely forgotten about, and every one of these is motivated by weird shit. He had a feud with Brendan Eich, the guy who made Brave and Mozilla Firefox and JavaScript, and so he thought, I'll just copy Brave and I'll make that Gab browser, and that went nowhere. So now, on top of the string of unremittent failures, he has decided to launch a live streaming. I mean, I don't even know what to call this. How the fuck is this different than like I do this every day where I open a video and I put it on my TV and then I lay in bed and watch it while I'm eating popcorn. Like, that is a thing that I do that I do not need this box for. But for some reason, this was a thing that he wants to do to gratify his own ego. And the motherfucker, I forgot about this until just now, he's making a Gab silver coin. And he announced that after I announced my silver coin. That motherfucker, he just can't stop. The man cannot be stopped. He's a danger to society. And he is a personally fascinating individual. I wish him luck with this TV thing. I only have notes for these. I don't have content. But I'm aware that there are allegations that Nick Fuentes is compromised, which is a shock to everyone. I want to find my post because I can't talk about this without talking about. Here it is. Without talking about this, apparently he says that this guy claiming that he's compromised is lying out of his ass. But really didn't refute too much of what he said. In particular, his bank assets are frozen. He has been mentioned in Congress in relation to an investigation regarding the Capitol Hill incident. D-Live also got mentioned. 8chan got mentioned, and I'm sure that there's feds all over anything related to the fucking Groypers now. So, I mean, I don't know. I know a lot of people are fans of Nick Fuentes, and perhaps he is just being defamed by people acting on behalf of the federal government because he's become a threat to establishment. I don't know. I don't buy that to be true. And in particular, I mean, really, the Catboy Cammy shit is just so fucking weird that it's hard for me to believe that he's someone who can be trusted. And I realize that maybe it's rich coming from me to accuse people of guilt by association. But look, I listened to a Common Filth episode, the last one. I wasn't like a big fan of his podcast, but Common Filth brought this up, and I'm going to cover it. This is the FBI document about pedophile symbols. There's a little heart one. Here's the triangle one. And this is Catboy Cammy's old D-Live picture, which is a combination of the two. And they say it's schizo shit. Apparently his refutation to this is that he intentionally designed this pedophile logo for his Lolly Socks D-Live account to trigger schizos, which is stupid. I don't know why you would associate yourself with pedophiles as like a joke. You know what I mean? There's another person who claims that they made comments about watching child pornography because they wanted to make money through outrage. And it's like, I don't know how much money you made, but it wouldn't be near enough what I would be asking for to completely, compromise my integrity to do that, and what's weird is that even after the lolly sock stuff, Nick Fuentes didn't disavow this guy. And I know that probably out of principle, he didn't disavow because disavows are gay. There was a time period where that was Ralph's line as well, that he would never disavow anyone because disavowing people is gay. But if that's the case, he's really put himself in an unfortunate position because this is someone that he never should have associated with to begin with. He didn't disavow him for the lolly sock stuff. He didn't disavow him after this really gay milkshake thing where he went out to a 50s diner like he's fucking John Travolta and Uma Thurman on a date in Pulp Fiction. He only disavowed him because he made an appearance in a rally quoting Hitler.
Says, this Cammy guy's a fucking loon. I don't know what he was thinking coming out to these protests. That stunt he pulled this weekend was horrible optics. I agree. It's it's so funny. He was bad optics in the beginning of the year because he was dressing up in an anime costume, and now he's bad optics because he's giving Hitler speeches. So he really is the gift as far as me goes, as far as my image goes, and also ostensibly, if he's going to these protests for everybody else, he is the gift that keeps on giving. So yeah, and I would encourage him to not go to these things because he clearly doesn't know what's going on, doesn't know what's at stake. That is the absolute last thing we need, is self-serving buffoonishness, really, that is going to sabotage us. And, I've tried to explain this to him before. Not only did I try to convert him to Christianity and to get him to stop being a gross degenerate, but I also tried to tell him to stop being a wignat, because I said, look, what you're doing is going nowhere fast, and actually you're sabotaging what is having, tangible effect on the country, what tangibly will deliver victories for us. He will not listen, he doesn't get it. So it's just not the time or the place. You want to go and do that after inauguration, hey, knock yourself out. Now is really not the time.
Well, I mean, if in retrospect, if he had done that after inauguration, that also would have been a bad idea. His desktop was like a little girl's sleepover thing, which is really weird. And there's a highlighted folder that says like dick girl porn, and I guess it's like all avant-garde humor shit, and this has been talked to death before. But I mean, there really is not enough money in the world that you could give me. I would need enough money in a lump sum to put on this joke that I would never need to show my face in public ever again. I could move to Burma and buy a mansion on the coast and just completely disappear, because there's no fucking way I could show my face ever. I could never. Just preposterous. Oh, and this, I don't know, is this, people review dildos on fucking YouTube now, so I guess a dildo was fine, but didn't disavow him for that, didn't disavow him for the lolly sock shit, didn't disavow him for the pedophile iconography in his D-Live profile, but the Hitler speeches, that was too much. I just don't get it. Common Filth had a saying about Nick Fuentes, as someone pointed out in this thread, that nothing will change with Nick Fuentes because Nick Fuentes is nothing different. And if I feel for him if he is someone who has genuinely good intentions and he's beset on all sides. People that should be supporting him think that he's a weirdo because of his associations with Catboy Cammy. People who should support him think that he's a weirdo because he considers himself Catholic, even though the Pope is like down on his hands and knees licking migrant feet to show Poland that they should be taking in more migrants. People who don't like him are sabotaging his operations. His bank accounts are frozen. I feel for him. if he's a genuine person. But I don't know. I don't know if he is. It's up to you. And like, I'm going to talk about Ralph too. And it's like I said before, I never want anyone to think that I will not like them if they like Nick. If you like Nick Fuentes, more power to you. I don't judge you. And even if you like Ralph's streams, I still, or Dick's show, like I don't care. You can watch whatever the fuck you want. Don't feel like you have to pick between daddies. But this stream is how I feel about people. And I think that I don't think that Nick is 100% genuine. I think maybe he was at some point, but he's lost it. And if he is, I feel really bad for him because his shit's going to fall apart real fast based on how much the federal government seems aware of him and how much they want to destroy him at the present. And I feel bad for anyone who bought GME stock or put their life savings in it. Apparently people are killing themselves. Surprise, surprise, Reddit was not a reliable source of information. And it is boding well for the coins, though, because now the price of silver is going to go back down a little bit. And that'll make the silver coins I'm minting, or striking, rather. You do not mint as a private person creating coins. And I don't make coins either. They're called rounds, because apparently that's a legislation thing. You don't mint stuff and you don't make coins. You strike silver rounds, if you want to be legally correct. Because I'm not making my own currency yet. Okay, now I promised that I would show a image on Discord that I could not show on YouTube. And give me a second, getting that up right now. Enjoy. If you're wondering what you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, that is a picture of Jonathan Jessica Yaniv's alleged post-op neo-vagina. And it's truly just vile. Someone said that he got exactly what he deserved, and if that is, I mean, he could be trolling. Jonathan Yaniv likes to do a little thing that we call trolling, and this could be a troll, but if it is real, it's exactly what he deserved. Yaniv is someone very near and dear to my heart. He got me my first YouTube strike. He got me banned from Twitter. He got me kicked out of my fucking data center because he found the people who owned the data center and he went after them. And he somehow had all this clout, all this power in the tech industry to pull these strings and accomplish these things. And it would have gone on forever. He was banning feminists, he was banning TERFs, he was banning me, he was banning all these people who, and many people were genuine and just trying to help women, and he fucked them all over. And the only reason that he got caught is because he was so egregious in abusing the Human Rights Tribunal in Canada that people started taking notice to the point where it could not be ignored, and now he's out on his own. Remember, he still would be pulling strings right now if it were not for the fact that he decided to take all those women to court. If he had taken one fewer to court, it would have been better. Okay. Let us continue. I've deleted the image of Jonathan Yaniv's neo-vagina from Discord. It is still on the forum in case you missed it. Don't worry. I'm not hiding it from anyone. And now I will continue on to the Ralph segment. The Ralph... I think I made this joke before, but I'll make it again because it's funny. Ralph, now my fourth fat woman, who I will bring up a little bit on streams. I don't bring him up all the time. I try not to, but this is funny. He won. Ralph won in the very generous umbrella of that word, and that the state of Virginia has decided to stop the prosecution. I'm trying to word this carefully because it's legal. Virginia has decided to stop the pressing of the charge, nolla prosecuto or something, nolla prisato, something like that. And it basically just means that they've decided not to go forward with the charges. And in Virginia, they can still bring up the charges again. So there is some speculation that there's like a agreement between, because it went to juvenile and family court, and then they dropped the charges after the first educatory hearing. And there's some speculation that maybe there's a deal with the family that the court is monitoring, that they can bring up the charge again if he doesn't abide and he doesn't help the family. But that speculation comes from Spectre, who is currently on my shit list for fucking lying to people. So I don't put any stock into that. He says that he was exonerated, and that is a lie. He was not exonerated. He did post fucking revenge pornography of his girlfriend while she was in a mental hospital to her ex-boyfriend for the sole explicit purpose of causing him mental anguish because he was under the influence of drugs, allegedly, or alcohol, more likely. That's what it seems to everyone. So exonerated is not the right word. He has gotten off scot-free. He's off of his probation, which means that he can leave state again, and he has decided to take a nice trip to Dick's Mansion in California for Valentine's Day, which is very cute. So I wish him the luck on his travel. I'm feeling cooped up myself. I could use some place to go. Though it is weird, to Spectre's credit, that he is going to California, the state where Faith now lives, immediately after that court hearing. Because it would make sense if something was happening in California now that he had to go and pay attention to. But we'll probably never figure out, because it would be in the interest of the child and Vickers to not talk about it, if that is the case. It would be in Ralph's interest to pretend that he got off scot-free. And because there's a child involved and because of the nature of the case, almost everything is going to be sealed by default, especially in California. So whatever actually happened, the net effect seems to be he's not going to jail. And I called it. I don't know why they're saying I didn't call it. I fucking said that nothing would happen. It's a fucking revenge pornography case. There's so many issues with that kind of a law that it has to be extremely clear-cut. And the person that it happened to can't, for instance, make a video saying that they consented to it. Like, it doesn't matter if she was under duress at the time. Just the existence of that video makes it much harder to walk it back in the present. You know what I mean? So I personally never saw anything happening. But in celebration, Ralph released this beautiful design that took him about 30 seconds in MS Paint to whip up. It is the kiwi bird, but his nose is all sad, and it says "Broke Dick Farms." This is a jab at me because Ralph apparently thinks that my penis doesn't work, and he talks about it every single day of his entire life. Every day. Really fascinating. And I love this shirt because apparently he sold 3. He said last stream that he sold 3 of these in the flash sale, which is about $6 after Redbubble's fees. And I love it because I know, well, the only person who's ever going to wear it is Riley. And I'm just thinking like this. Hold on. Let me get my meme. I have the meme out. So someone comes up to you and says, "Oh, you're wearing a shirt that says you have a broke dick. What does that mean?" And then you have to like explain it to her. You have to be like, "Okay, so look, right? There is this website called the Kiwi Farms, right? And it's managed by this guy called Josh, and I don't like him, and I don't think his penis works. And because he owns the Kiwi Farms, it's now the Broke Dick Farms. And I bought this shirt to financially support a radio podcast guy that doesn't like Josh either. And that Josh ostensibly doesn't like himself. So that's the joke." And she'll go, "Oh, okay." And then probably never talk to you again. That in and of itself is weird. Like that, just the scenario of this explanation is fucking ridiculous, right? But it gets weirder. Because Riley, who is the Dick Show producer and drug dealer, presumably, came out with this statement saying, "This shirt design is great. It functions as both an I don't like Josh and can't retort token, but also it will definitely cause weird looks and potentially give a stuck-up woman a panic attack in real life, which is a perfect function for a comedy shirt. See, fuck off, I'm autistic." I don't know what the fuck that means. There was another tweet, I thought this was the one, but he said he would make his own design that said Karen Farms, and he would sell that. And I imagine it would have, like, you know, that hairdo that they staple on the dog in the memes where the dog is a Karen. I'm imagining this. So now we have to go back and say, look, right, there's this website called the Kiwi Farms. And it's kind of an edgy site. It's an edgy boy site. that makes jokes and talks about things that people don't like. But because of their moral self-righteousness and taking the high ground, they are actually, in fact, more like Karens. And a Karen is a soccer mom type woman who intrudes on other people's business when they're having too much fun. So even though they are an edgy boy site, they're actually quite stuck up and involved in people's business when they're just trying to have fun. It's just the worst fucking joke. Can anyone explain this better than me? Could you possibly explain these shirts in a way that's funny? Because I cannot, right? I've tried, I've thought about it, literally laid in bed eating my popcorn, watching the movie thinking like, God, those shirts are fucking retarded. And that's what I came up with. To the point where I have this in my memory, to the point where I can pull this up on stream and talk about it because it's funny. So a lovely fan of the forum, and I guess my streams, I don't know, made this picture, which is a much better design, and it probably took a lot more than 30 seconds in MS Paint. Here we have a wonderful rendition of Ralph wearing a shirt. So now you can kind of see, just based off this, if you hold your fingers up to the monitor like a filmographer, and you can isolate out Ralph and see like, yeah, that's what a person wearing this shirt would look like. Now I thought, at first I was accusatory, and I said, this picture has the Tumblr rose tint to the nose and the cheeks. But it was explained to me that that's actually hypertension from liver damage, liver and kidney damage, which is a bit mean. But it is Valentine's Day weekend, so he's making me a nice Valentine's Day card, which I haven't gotten since school because that's like a kid thing. But it is very cute. He's got his maker's mark. He's imbibing while participating in this. But off to the side, he's actually received his own card from May, who's got him some cat ears so he can be extra pretty for Valentine's Day weekend. There's Ralph Chan, which is, of course, if Ralph were to put on the cat ears and take HRT and keep watching anime, he could be as pretty as Ralph Chan in the background. And there is what appears to be a dildo, a plastic penis. It has the slit of a regular penis, which is a bit weird. I don't think that dildos ejaculate, but maybe it's like one of those true to life ones. And there appears to be chocolate all over it. I don't know how that happened, but it should be cleaned. It needs to be cleaned, perhaps in a dishwasher before being used. So that is the counter drawing that I published because I liked it. I thought it was funny. And which received some positive reactions. And Ralph responds to this beautiful, lore-heavy, genuine, true and honest, fan-made creation, which is for free. I'm not charging you to look at this image. You don't have to pay me $20 on Redbubble. By saying, I might fly down and fuck your drunk mom after I get through pissing on you on the Dick Show this Sunday. I'm sure she could use a distraction from her worthless son. You remember Dick, right? The guy you stabbed in the back because you're a snake? And it's like, okay, like that picture hit him in such a way where he's staggered and then says, fuck your mom. Fuck your mom. Your mother is a bitch. She's drunk and I'm gonna fuck her. And that's the Ralph retort in this particular instance. I do remember that. I don't think I stabbed Dick in the back. I'm partial. I would say that I offered to talk to him in private. And I told him on Twitter, I'll talk to you in private or I'll talk to you on the stream. And he chose the stream, which is why I talked to him on the stream. I mean, I don't know. You tell me, chat. Press 1 if I stab Dick in the back. Press 2 if I handled it semi-maturely. I won't say maturely because I think mature people just don't even bother. But in my opinion, the whole reason why I even wanted to talk to Dick is that I felt like I realized he's a showman. So it's like, okay, fine. For the help, which he has rendered, he did help me a lot. I will contribute content to the show, which I hope I did. I don't know what else to say about that. I really don't feel like I did anyone dirty in that instance. And I think that's a good segue. That the whole shirt talk is a good segue to talking about my coins. Not as a joke. I am going to strike these fucking coins. I'm going to tweak the design a little bit. Apparently the Latin is a bit awkward. And there's a hot amount of discussion about having Chris on the reverse. So I'm thinking about changing that. I think the design looks great on both. Everyone loves the Kiwi side, but the Ralph side, not the Ralph side, the Christian side might need some work. And I may do 2 observes where I have a different side, because I know that a lot of people don't even know who Chris is anymore. So I might have to do something a little bit different and try it. Just sell 2, and I don't think that it will increase the cost that much where it's untenable. So that's the story of that. Hopefully people will like it. It's not ready yet. I'll let people know when it's ready. But that is something that took a lot of work, and it came from the community. So in case you're wondering what that looks like, I would point to this as being a good example. Okay. Let me get a sip of water. We got some modding to talk about, which is funny because I talked about the Hoey Force shit last week. I remember I was mentioning in my Discord chat about talking about the mod drama, and someone said, we already talked about the Hearts of Iron 4 mod drama. Like, no. You misunderstand, sir. This is the Fallout mod drama. Okay, so if you don't know, Fallout New Vegas is one of the best games ever made. It is my favorite. I think it's most people's favorite 3D Fallout game. I've not played the 2D RPGs, but it is a really good game. At the time, it had very good gameplay. And you still see Fallout New Vegas memes to this day. Even though Fallout 76 has happened, even though Fallout 4 has happened, people still talk about things like Kaiser's Legion, the NCR, and House. They still talk about this game because it had good characters and it had excellent writing. I've listened to the entire Caesar dialogue tree probably about half a dozen times. I've listened to it so many times because it's captivating. And at the time, this game came out a long ass fucking time ago. So before the election, before like fascist talk was like a acceptable or a commonplace. So hearing Caesar's Legion and hearing his explanation for how he took disjointed tribes and shaped them up to be a formidable army, a marching army, in the same way that he modeled it obviously after the Imperial Roman army and their government, which was a dictatorship, was interesting. It was very interesting and influential, and it remains present in culture to this day. So naturally, there's a lot of people who make mods for it. One of them has been in development apparently for 7 years. They've been working on this for a long ass fucking time. One of the most ambitious mods ever made, just in scope of hiring real voice actors who have real resumes, hiring musicians to make music for it, hiring all these fucking people, getting all these people involved, getting all these different talents involved to make something that looks like a professional product. And how do you guys think that turned out? I'll give you a hint. Not very well, because there are furries involved. And anytime degenerates get involved in a creative work of any kind, it becomes degenerate. And before I progress, I have a little note here to make sure I thank Old Slag and The Watcher. Old Slag helped me kind of understand the timeline of things, and The Watcher archived a lot of stuff in the thread about this, which was useful to a lot of different communities. As I was actually looking into stuff and finding other discussions about the mod, I saw his posts being screen capped and shared in different places. So thank you, my friends, for your help. Supposedly the main plot of this is that you have the NCR and you have the Legion, and they're conducting a war in a different state. And it's a continuation of some of the through lines of the actual game. And it does not stick to lore very well, which is a minor complaint. Like, if it's fun, who gives a fuck? It's not canon, right? But like in the actual game, for instance, at the very end of the game, the final mission is the Battle of Hoover Dam, where NCR and Legion face off. on the dam to control it because it's an important infrastructure project. It's hydroelectric energy. It's very important. So to tilt the sides, your character, commandeer a vertibird and a howitzer artillery gun to barrage the battle and make sure that your side wins. In Fallout the Frontier, there are fucking howitzers all over the place. Every side has a bunch of vertibirds, and the Enclave, for whatever reason, apparently a third of the NCR's plotline takes place in fucking space, where you're killing space Nazis who are the Enclave, and it makes you wonder, okay, if this is what's happening up here, why wouldn't the Legion or the NCR just go get some fucking vertibirds and howitzers from this area if this dam is so important, right? Well, why is all these resources tied up there? I mentioned the Enclave, and that was a bit of a meme with the development of this mod because the Enclave is an important faction in Fallout 3, and they are kind of, I guess, fashy. I don't know how to describe them. Fallout 3 was shit, just so everyone knows. That's my opinion on Fallout 3, but people wanted to play the Enclave because it's in the fucking game. Why shouldn't they be allowed to join the Enclave? Now, the developers were very talky about it, saying, like, the Enclave is a fascist power fantasy, and anyone who wants to play as the Enclave is trying to indulge this fascist power fantasy. And there's even dialogue in the game where you ask someone if they would join or someone asks you if you would join the Enclave, and all you can say is, why would I want to join a bunch of militant fascist authoritarians? You know what I mean? So very preachy and gay, and that set a lot of people off on the wrong foot right out of the gate, especially because Fallout New Vegas was a game that didn't really judge you. It didn't have a politic, and it presented radical politics pretty evenly and pretty fairly, right? And it made you look at things like you first encounter Caesar's Legion in Fallout New Vegas by seeing them crucifying entire towns. And then when you talk to Caesar, he comes off as incredibly smart and rational, and he has justification for really hideous things that you see before you even meet him. So it's not apologetic for him, but it is... it does a good job of representing him and making him feel like a real person, and they completely failed to do that. It's such a juvenile take on something that was done very well, so it feels like an insult. And a lot of people never piss off gamers, right? Because gamers will rise up and they'll start trolling you and tweeting you things about Sneed and Sneed Cave, and you'll look like a fool. And the Brotherhood of Steel is Mormon now for whatever reason. In the actual game, they have like a techno cult. It's kind of like the Warhammer guys who worship technology, but now they're just Latter-day Saints for whatever fucking reason. So now is the time, with all that introduction out of the way, for me to give you some gameplay footage. I mentioned that the characters in New Vegas were roundly done, very intriguing, very interesting, very well spoken, and very convicted about what they were doing. How does the writing in Fallout the Frontier look? Sorry, I can't do anything about the music.
Is that scar real? I don't know. Seemed like something that needed to be asked. Dang, that must have hurt like a lot. I should feel bad for digging up the memory, but I don't. I'm May, by the way. Professional failure. I'm just bored and hungry. I'm hungored. Duh. Besides people stealing our caps, nothing happens here. One of these days, I'm going out into the wastes, and then I can have drugs and do sex. When I'm not hanging out with Chloe or climbing the overpass, I'm here drawing porn. Occasionally non-porn, but mostly porn.
Just so, in case you can't hear because of the music, I apologize again. But if you missed that, she is a Coomer who draws pornography, draws hentai, literally a hentai artist, and wants to go, can't wait to turn 18 so she can go out and do sex, she says.
I'd be willing to give you some if I had any, but Chloe always gets them first.
Chloe and May. Chloe and May. Sounds familiar. I do believe if you've ever watched me play a game called Life is Strange, if you're an OG Matty boy, you might remember a game called Life is Strange, and you might remember someone named Chloe. And I do believe that this is literally Life is Strange's characters in this fucking mod.
Privileges. Wow, really? Greg's sick? I could never have guessed. Thank you for telling me this, kind stranger. Please, take my virginity as your reward. My brother is always sick. Something to do with his immune system? Mom and Dad are making a big deal over nothing, as usual. Bye.
So that is Fallout the Frontier. That's one of the characters. Maybe it would be a misrepresentation to say that the entire game is like this, with Coomer shit thrown in for no reason. But as we'll find out, no, it's all like that. I want to read you guys something. I'm not a big fan of reading stuff in my streams because I realize that I don't have the best reading voice. I don't dictate very well, but in this case, it's necessary. I want to give everyone a kind of taste of what the lead developer's writing skills are like. Here's a post from fanfiction.net called Kate and Sharon. Lone wanderer Kate had a hard life in the vault. Her dad leaving was the blessing that allowed her to leave. While she isn't naive, she does have a soft spot for underdogs like herself, and that is how she winds up with a ghoul companion named Sharon. As they traverse the wasteland, they grow closer during their battles, both internal and external. If you don't know what a ghoul is, maybe I should just look it up for people who don't know. I'm sure most people know what a ghoul is just by osmosis. I forgot that not everyone's a nerd like me. They won't fucking know. So a ghoul in the Fallout universe looks like this. It is literally a rotten corpse. It's been exposed to radiation and all their skin's melted away. And somehow, in the lore of the game, they've developed a mutation that allows them to process radiation and it heals them now. But they look like this. So this is what a ghoul looks like. Let us continue. Underworld, what's that? Kate asked. You never heard of it? You serious? Gab snorted. It's where I'm from. Well, it was where I was before here, sort of. Where is it? The Natural Museum of History. Gab's eyes darted around. When he was convinced that Moriarty hadn't returned yet, he leaned over the bar and pulled Kate's arm with the Pip-Boy on it close to him. Here, let me show you. You got a map on here, right? Oh, God, yes, please do. I still have no idea how to get around here. I'm going to skip through this. So here's the thing, Smithskin. I haven't been there in years. Things weren't that bad when I left, but I hear that it's a fucking war zone out there. Mutants all over the damn place. Mutants? Oh yes, huge green guys. They don't bother us ghouls much, but damn. I bet you think raiders are bad. These guys eat raiders for breakfast and save the leftovers for later. Literally. Well, isn't that good? Fewer raiders makes my life easier. Yeah, well, the palate isn't exclusive to raiders. If it's human and it ain't rotting, they'll eat it. His voice trailed off self-consciously, because he's a ghoul. You get it? Kate leaned over the bar and poked Gab in the stomach. Hey, stop that. You're not rotting. So elegantly decomposing? Come on, quit that. Tell me more about Underworld. I'm going to stop it there. If you want, I could keep going. I could keep going literally for weeks. Because guess how many chapters this fanfiction has? I want to get a roundabout guess. How many chapters do you guys think that this fanfiction has? Just throw out a number. Oh, fuck you, Bobinator, you motherfucker. The very first answer to this, 114. Not 10, not 20, not 50. It is 114 fucking chapters. 327,000 words. Just incredible. And it's about a woman fucking a rotting corpse that walks around truly just vile. Not to Karen or anything, but if you fuck corpses, you're weird. So fucking corpses is not the only thing they're into. There's actually quite a bit of weird sex shit in this Fallout mod. How about lizards? I'll give you just about a minute of this, and then I'm going to fast forward to some interesting parts. I say interesting because this
Another human.
is cringe.
Did you bring us more chems? Oh, okay. That's fine. It's fine. Not exactly. The Queen asks that you surrender your weapons before entering the sewers.
The sewers just so happen to be a den for these weird lizard people. Now there's a plot here where you have a side plot where you can help the lizard people who are all chem addicts and have an issue with reproduction. As it turns out, a developer even appears in this side plot as a self-insert. It seems that they can't reproduce on their own. Guess how they have to reproduce? That's right, they have to have a human sex slave to inseminate them so that they can continue reproducing. Let's meet the human sex slave who is a developer for Fallout the Frontier.
I'm only here for the chems? Don't judge me. I'm only here for the chems.
Didn't have chems. Another human. If you want.
So I guess that's it. That's like the cameos that he just says, "Oops, I'm here for the chems." And then, there's like a raider battle, and you kill the raiders, blah blah blah, and then this happens.
Oh.
This is after the battle where you kill some people who are trying to invade the snake hornydom.
Oh, almost forgot. You dropped this. Say.
If you missed that, he uses an option that has there's a couple things in the game. You have Black Widow and Lady Killer as perks, and they give you options for the opposite sex to bypass something or to get something easier. In this instance, they use the Lady Killer to accomplish something else. In this particular instance, it's to have sex with the snake monster lady.
No more. You're about to have the time of your life.
And then I guess you level up because you coomed. I hope there's not a sex scene. I'm gonna get banned. Okay, thank God, it just fades. Oh, and if you fuck the snake lady, you get a perk because the time spent in Juno's bedchambers gave you a better grasp on how to make chems last longer. I guess that's like ecstasy. You're fucking doing X while you're fucking the snake lady. Maybe it's what is it? Like the penis pill. Maybe you can't get it up because it's a smelly snake monster. So you'd have to do, you have to take penis pills, and you learn about chems while making penis pills. Maybe it's meth. You're making meth with the snake lady and then fucking her. Anyways, that's one fetish off the list. There's quite a few more. One that I can't show you is an animated sex scene with a medic. You can seduce the medic, and then there's really awfully animated actual sex scene in the game. And then here, something for the OG fans as well. I want you to meet the characters Wrench and Bolt.
Down, boy. This one's friendly. You can tear their throat out later. I heard what Leandra said. If you're looking for someone to watch...
That's a typo. Leandra? It's Leandra, isn't
your
it?
back, me and Bolt have got you covered. And you'd be right. It's not a bad deal, really. 2 deadly mercs for the price of 2. I just need 2,000 caps up front and I'm yours. You can stop there. It's obvious you're trying to weasel out of paying me. That being said, I have made good caps off selling the junk I find, so I'll take the deal. You just got yourself a free merc. Don't waste it.
Wrench is in your party. With Wrench and Bolt in your party, you gain the perk Love on a Leash. Oh no.
White girls fucked up.
I can't escape it. It's been so long, but I can't escape it.
White girls fuck dogs. White girls fuck dogs. White girls fuck dogs. When they come home from the bar and they're all
I miss the song.
alone. White girls fuck dogs and their big red bone.
You know, if you Google "white girls fuck dogs," you actually get the lyric to this song, and it credits Rusty Cage and everything. That's true. I'm not lying. I'm not bullshitting you. Okay, so that's the "white girls fuck dogs" segment. Let us continue. We're actually not even to the breakdown of this masterpiece. You think, well, this is just like a furry fetish mod. Surely no drama was involved. Actually, no, I didn't talk about this one either. There's a death claw in heat, and you can fuck it. You want to fuck this death claw? Chat, press 1 if you want to fuck this death claw. Press 2 if you want to fuck this death claw. This one's obviously like a joke, but it's like, strength 7, tear off your pants. I get to be on top the entire time. Endurance 8, think you can outlast me in the sack? Not in a million years. Agility 7, I'm a sick fuck. I like a quick fuck. Sure, this isn't the first time I've eaten a death claw. Ew. Any hole's a goal, am I right? Of course the guy picks... Oh no. He's still looking around. I think he's in shock. Is it like... What happens? Is there like a fade out? Does he not fuck this death claw? Pick. It must just fade or something. That's shit. They didn't do anything. It's just like this shitty thing. That's boring. What failures. They didn't even integrate their weird Deathclaw sex routine into the fucking game correctly. Okay, so here is the breakdown. Here's the descent into madness of this mod experience. So the mods had their fight with V because V... Oh, they forgot to script it. It's bugged, yeah. He kills them. Okay. The mods had their fight with V. V came up. There's a bunch of memes that I can't even get into where, because the Enclave wasn't a playable fraction, they started calling themselves the Sneedclave, and they were annoying the fuck out of people by just being assholes and raiding their Discord and stuff. But one of their accomplishments is that they managed to dox someone named Zoo the Skunk. And so here's a post from Zoo the Skunk on Fur Affinity. Moving to inkbunny.net. Now, if you happen to be a furry or a weirdo who knows a lot of furries because you run a website like mine, you immediately know the name Ink Bunny. It's infamous for being one thing and one thing only. Ink Bunny is just for affinity, but they allow cub porn. The only people who post on Ink Bunny are cub porn artists. So if you hear someone's moving to Ink Bunny, there's only one reason why they're doing this. Long story short, Fur Affinity does not allow not safe for work involving minors, and I missed the information about it, so some mod decided to be very nice and delete my submissions 2 months after they were submitted. So I'm forced to move to inkbunny.net. Not only does it allow not safe for work with minors, but it allows bigger images, a completely pointless limit. Oh, complaining about Fur Affinity. I won't bother uploading anything here anymore, so if you want to keep track of my stuff, either visit my Ink Bunny account or search for artist Doucheclop on Derpy Brew, which is a pony porn site, in case you didn't know. I had a video for this. I lost it. I don't know where it went, but this is actually an Easter egg in the game where he inserted himself. And he talks about how he added My Little Pony hentai throughout the game and challenges you to find them. There's even a collectible Zoo the Skunk plushie somewhere in the game, and he voice acts his own Securitron thing, and he's like a Brazilian or something. He talks in a really thick South American accent, and it's just awful to sit through. So that was the outcome. The mods stood up to the Drumpf Yahtzees and said, we're not going to have any Enclave power fantasies here. and they shit all over the people who play the fucking game and who would actually just play the fucking mod. And then they said, okay, we're going to be the Sneed Clave and we're going to troll the fuck out of you. And the result of that was that they found out that one of the main developers who contributed a lot of assets to the game is a furry pedophile. And this resulted in some problems. First of all, he deleted everything. But I'll read through this article. Fallout mod, The Frontier, returns after stripping out content from disgraced artist. Several other contributors also requested their work to be removed. A massive and hotly anticipated Fallout New Vegas mod called The Frontier launched just over a fortnight ago. Why the fuck would you phrase it like that? Launched over 2 weeks ago, following over 3 years of development. So anticipated was the mod that it briefly crashed its own Nexus Mods download page on release. Then things went very wrong very quickly. 4 days ago, it was revealed that one of the project's artists, Zoo the Skunk, had, in the Frontier team's words, posted animated pedophilic content on their personal artist accounts. The items in question are deeply disturbing to the entire team, and we condemn them in the strongest sense. The modders immediately removed Zoo the Skunk from the team, stopped work on the mod, and took the project down. Now the Frontier has reappeared on the Nexus mods alongside a post from project lead TG Spy, as well as removing Zoo the Skunk's work from the game. It clarifies that this individual was not involved with some other aspects of the mod that have been criticized, such as dialogue about slavery. We apologize for our temporary silence, writes TG Spy. It had recently come to our attention that one of the artists for the project had been creating inappropriate content involving anthropomorphic minors for some time. None of the team members were aware of this person's actions prior to them coming to light, and we condemn them in the strongest possible way. That person was immediately removed from their team, and their contributions to the project were removed, which is the vast majority of Pip-Boy icons. Do note that despite some claims to the contrary, this person had no influence on the writing of the project. The Frontier's public Steam has been pushed back. It had a page on there, but it's currently delisted. And the removed icons currently have placeholder vanilla art while the team looks for a proper replacement. The consequences of Zoo the Skunk's association with the project reach further, however, with TG Spy's statement acknowledging that multiple characters worth of voice acting have been removed, and other contributors requested that they not be associated with the project moving forward. Certain artists and one musician have requested that their content be removed from the mod, and it has been. It's hard not to feel bad for TG Spy. Well, I don't feel too bad because he writes ghoul fanfiction on fanfiction.net. So that is true. After this came out, a lot of people said we want nothing to do with this. A lot of characters don't have voices. A lot of music was removed and so on. His personal contributions were ripped out. But don't feel too bad because some insider information, again, posted by a watcher, Zoo the Skunk is an Oblivion and New Vegas modder and an MLP vector artist and has been for years. Some of that vector art includes porn. A portion of it included illustrations of MLP characters who were minors. Does that mean they should have been removed from the mod? Possibly. There's a strong argument for it, but whatever. But whenever the Frontier devs claim they don't know about this is a complete lie. They've been told for years by people what Zoo draws in their spare time, but were ignored or banned by other devs every time it came up. Zoo himself doesn't hide this content. You could find much of it on their DeviantArt or even their Rule34 websites just by searching their name. The content itself also hardly warrants the description of reprehensible pedophile. And this is the guy's opinion, I guess. Skeevy or questionable, sure, but if they were getting a job at a children's television, I'd be raising some questions. But they were a developer on an M-rated mod who kept their porn completely out of their work. Focusing on the work, what did they actually do for the mod? And he says that no, it was just icons and ooey stuff. They made icons for the weapons and menus. The people, and this is the important thing, the Zoo the Skunk guy is just a diversion, apparently, according to this guy. The people who wrote all the sex creepiness, from the screwable Deathclaw to the girl who likes her dog too much to the vault full of sex lizards to America, who we'll get to in a bit. Apparently, she was written by a developer named Odinsword, are either still all on the project or quietly resigned without internet incident, unidentified and free to get involved in other mod projects without reputational damage. The people who made the Frontier what it is are still out there, and Zoo was not one of them. Zoo's removal was scapegoating the mod was already in need of being dropped from the Nexus before it. Too many people were pulling their contributions and demanding it be removed, and too many people were demanding to know who put all the weird sex stuff in. Zoo's removal was not an honest attempt to improve the mod, but an easy target to shift people blame to the guy who drew MLP porn, and it's working. So now is the part, with all this out of the way, where we talk about... Oh, it's not loud enough. I'll play it again. Now is the time where we talk about... Who is America? What is the story with America's feet? All I know is that she said her feet smelled foul after a long day. Is the courier able to give a line about liking smelly feet? What was said or could be said to make everyone talk feet fetishes? Or have I got that completely wrong? And then Dagoth Ur says, no, you must understand that it's absolutely imperative to the narrative that I describe this young petite Asian girl smelly, putrid, odorous, crusty, stinky, malignant, abhorrent little feet that smell worse than fish because she doesn't want to take them off. What are you, a foot fetishist? Hee hee. So this, there is a rumor, and I don't know if this is true, that these feet were in the game and intended to be only meshed on the model America. And to compare, this model has several thousand faces on it, and these are the feet of the default character, which looks like a burn victim's stubs. There's no articulation of the toes or anything. So, very different. I've heard, however, that despite popular opinion, Fallout New Vegas can't actually support different meshes for different characters. So all men and all women share the exact same body. And that these feet could not possibly belong to America. I don't know if that's true, but I do want to address it because the feet thing it's just these fucking feet are about as famous as the game is at this point in time. So America, I'll just play it. It's like 5 minutes of her talking. Let's just go through it. Oh, that's important. When he tried to pickpocket her, the only item she has on her inventory is a note that says that she just turned 18. That is it. There are no weapons, no items, no caps, no clothing. Happy 18th birthday, a birthday card. That's all she has to her fucking name. And it reminds me of the other character saying, oh, I'm about to turn 18. It seems to be very common that they have to explicitly state that their characters are 18. Just a thought.
Hey, I totally wasn't spying on you. Oh, I'm America. You could say I started being a sofer, but it was boring science crap, so now I'm just kinda here, trying to find my path. But don't tell Charlene. She's pretty scary despite the whole cultish lobotomy. Shh, not so loud. No, it's nothing like that. Was Midwestern Brotherhood. They should have known. I mean, how many Asian girls have bonny red hair? But my mutation, it's not like a ghoul. So yeah, my mom hid it pretty well.
Okay, hopefully you understand by this point.
People out more than seeing a teenage girl with her left hand flapping everything.
She is obviously like a retarded woman. She's young and naive. Cries here, who got such a bad childhood speech. And there are two things that you can do to her, right? Option A, Speech 50. If your parents didn't want you, what makes you think these people do? Get real, you worthless bitch. And then that makes you, she cries, and then everyone hates you, and then they kill you on sight. And you lose one of the main quest lines. Bad motherfucker is this guy is mod, by the way. He just doesn't, I'll actually just show bad motherfucker. I like him. Show bad motherfucker. Oh, fuck this guy. Okay, the other thing you can do. How do I word this to incriminate myself less? If you happen to be of persuasive capabilities, if you have 100 speech, if you've gone to if you've watched Coach Red Pill since birth, you can win over America's heart. And he's just skipping through it. He doesn't want to hear her voice acting. It makes him cringe.
What do you mean? That cannot be. She's nice to me because she loves me, right?
Speech 70. She thinks you're an ungrateful brat. I overheard her laughing about how selfish and stupid you are.
What should I do? You won't abandon me, right?
Speech 100. I promise. I'm gonna say this robotically so you can't snipe this. Speech 100. I promise we'll stay together, but now you're going to be my little slave girl. Put this collar on.
If it's what I have to do to not be alone, give me the collar, Master.
Gear up, soldier!
Get him, bad motherfucker! Yeah! Yeah! Why does this guy mimic my laugh? We're like in sync. Okay, that was the story, my friends, of America! And if you're wondering how it ends, they even... to be completely opaque. There is no fucking way that people did not notice this, because from what I understand, she is an obligatory part of a main quest storyline, and if you enslave her, it does when he does the montage at the end, like in traditional Fallout style. She says, "The last of her spirit is broken by the courier. America became a willing slave to our new master. She did anything asked of her, anything to earn a few drops of affection, anything to keep depression from swallowing her whole." It's just like this mod is drenched in cum. And that is why it's bad. It's because, like, they didn't respect the franchise. It's just like, let's take Fallout New Vegas and add all of our fetishes. It's like everyone's sitting around making a soggy biscuit, and then we're going to feed it to the gamers, and that'll be our fucking mod. And it's just really cringe. It's really fucking cringe, is what it is. And I can't even imagine how they found a voice actor. I guess she has a fetish. She's got some fucking issues. She's gonna be posting about how trad she is on Twitter in a couple years. And I have a perfect segue. I have a brilliant segue. There is an Easter egg. There is an Easter egg, boys and girls, in this game called Jim's Sterling. Perfect segue. The Fallout Frontier talk is done, I believe, unless I missed anything. Just creepy sex shit, and they got trolled by V because they decided to be assholes and not like there's I can't include this because it's so long, but it's an audio interview between the guy who ran the Valve News Network and the TG Spy guy. And they're getting trolled by super chats and shit, and they just have obvious contempt for these people who are trolling them. And that's what, like, this would have been a forgotten, there's so many porn mods for these fucking games, and this would have been forgotten on, like, the trash heap, but they made it, like, this is a real product. We made, like, a professional product, and fuck the gamers who want to play as the Nazi Enclave. They can only enslave children. That's it. You can't role play as a fascist, but if you want to enslave a mentally ill woman, go for it. So here's a little shout out to Jim Sterling. And how's Jim Sterling doing? You might wonder. You probably don't wonder, but I wonder.
Before we crack on, look, I'm not going to start every episode talking about my non-binary finery. Lord knows the Jimquisition isn't a place where I repeat myself. But, you know, I want to throw in little answers to questions here and there. One of the biggest is pronouns. We'll get through this quickly. As I said in a video before, I use they and them instead of he, him, she, her. Some people have been confused about it being like a plural. No, it's got a singular use. I've been using it singularly for years. You know, here's an example. Someone sent me a letter today. I don't know who sent it, but they let me know there aren't enough arse shots in the Jimquisition.
I promise there's a point to this.
I do want to thank so many of you to whom all this is new and you're trying to like learn and accept all the stuff. That's awesome. As far as the pronouns go, I know that there is that confusion, but most of you are gamers. You can understand Metal Gear Solid. Some of you even know half the plot to Kingdom Hearts. You'll ace pronouns. And then we'll get on to the Neo pronouns.
I'm trying to free you.
That's a stolen joke, by the way. The whole, you can, if you know about video games, you can learn my pronoun. Because I remember early on, there's like, motherfucker, you know the name of 300 different Pokemon, but you can't remember my pronouns? That's bullshit. It's like, well, we could, we just don't want to, is the retort. The funny thing about that Jim Sterling thing is that Jim Sterling is a gun. And as Watcher pointed out, that presumably the Jim's Sterling was added way before he trooned out. So these days you might consider that an unfortunate reference to the 41%. God rest their souls. But I don't think that's intentional. So I've been paying attention to his social blade just to kind of get a feel for it. And if you're wondering what the Trooning Out Sega has done, is his engagement is just fucking tanked. He's lost 8,000 subscribers over the last 30 days. He was nearing 1 million, and now he's losing subs. He's going backwards. His views are down 33% over just a month. You can see it just fucking crashing. Here's how it was in March. He had some up spikes. He had 2 million views a single week. And now you're down to about like less than 500,000 regularly. It's just really sad. It's really sad. But I don't know. I guess it's sadder if he just hates video games and keeps making videos about video games because he has to. But he really doesn't have to. He makes enough money off fucking Patreon, do whatever the fuck he wants. So now, I guess he just wants to be a troon, talking about troon shit like every other fucking troon. That's all they ever talk about. There's never like a training that just talks about, like, I don't know, like model railing, Pokemon cards, gardening. I guess if you have like a gardening hobby, if you could grow a basil plant, then you wouldn't troon out. But what do I know? So that's the Jim Sterling update. Just keeping you guys up to date on my boy. Now we have fat people. The fat people have been going apeshit lately. All the fat people have been losing their fucking minds this month. I don't know what's causing it. But Chantal has made an announcement like just today. As I was putting together the Fallout Frontier stuff, I was listening to her last live stream, and she has an announcement to make, and she dropped the announcement about 45 minutes into the live stream. Would anyone like to know what the announcement is? Can you guess what she's doing? I'll call it the name of the person to first guess it. I'm waiting. Local watercolor says OnlyFans. Oh, say it isn't so.
So, I have some news as well. I'm going to be starting an OnlyFans. Probably, more than likely. And I'm going to be ordering some nice workout equipment. Some sexy lingerie stuff. It's not going to be sex. But I'm also going to do some different kinds of... I'm going to maybe do some mukbangs on there. Going to maybe do some story times, but they're going to be really explicit. Like I can go into details that I can't on here, you know? So I could tell you what the guys mean. I can tell you all about the stuff, you know? So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. We'll see if it turns out, but...
She had cancer. Her ovaries were ripped out of her. She will never be a mother. She lost her husband. She's fat. And you can't see it in this video, but she talks about, as she's talking about starting up an OnlyFans so that she can become a whore, she's talking about how she has something called vasculitis, where her arteries are inflamed. And you can see up and down her arms and legs, huge, like pepperoni-sized blotches where her blood vessels are breaking. And she's like getting bruises and shit. And her health is falling apart. But she's to counter this, don't worry, to counter this, she has started twerking for feeders. She has started smoking cannabis, which of course makes you hungry. Oh no, of course cannabis is a famous appetite suppressant, so that's helping helping a lot. And she's going to start being a virtual prostitute, which is just like unbelievable. She goes on into this, actually I'll start before. This week she released a video that caused the forum to get the biggest traffic spike of the year, but the year is new, so I'll say probably in the last while. Actually I can't say that because the forum was really busy during the Capitol Hill siege. It was 8,000 people, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, what the fuck is happening today that 8,000 people are on the site at once? And I couldn't believe it, but it was all in Chantal's thread. And the reason why people were flocking to Chantal's thread is because they went to see what people were saying about a video she released of her exercising, and I'm not going to show it because it's just like her bouncing on a ball and shit. It's pretty funny because she gets out of breath immediately while doing anything, but she's like twerking and shit, and it's like everyone's like, okay, there is a feeder going on that's giving her money. You know, it's not me because I'm not a feeder, and she's putting out like sexually charged content now. And then soon after that, this happens where she says, oh, I'm starting an OnlyFans where I'm going to be doing non-sexual stuff. But I'm going to start charging money for like exercise stuff. And it reminds me of this meme that I saw some time ago where I'll just put it up there. What women think they'll do when the economy collapses versus what they'll actually do. First picture is Katniss Everdeen from Hunger Games with a bow. Second is Venezuelan prostitutes, which is a real photo of women forced into prostitution because of the economic situation in Venezuela. It's just crazy to me that, like, okay, how many people can you think of off the top of your fucking head who are now whores on the internet? You have fat gay men. You have Nikocado Avocado. You have Trisha Paytas. You have Chantal starting one. And it's like all these women during COVID are being driven into like virtual whoredom. And it makes me wonder if that's intentional. Like, let's just completely debase people and make all women and all like gay people just like cum products, like fucking Fallout Frontier. It really feels like that's an intentional thing. Because I just, how does everyone think that this is now acceptable? Why is all these women are fucking humiliating themselves for zero long-term gain, so that a Jewish-owned company out of the Canary Islands can make money? Why? And we just tolerate it. We don't even question it. People are talking about fucking Nick Fuentes in Congress. Where the fuck are the people talking about the widespread virtual prostitution epidemic? Where every other person, like you click on fucking Twitter memes now. You click on memes on Twitter and it'll be like a funny haha meme. It has like 500,000 likes. And then the first thing is the person who made the tweet showing her fucking OnlyFans. It's like, how is this happening? Where everyone is showing their butthole on fucking OnlyFans for money, for handouts from people who have masturbation addictions. I don't get it. And then I saw this on Twitter today, and I thought, oh yeah, that's about right. Here is, what is American culture? You got the horse, the donkey, the Democrat donkey, and the Republican elephant duking it out. You got the YouTube logo, you got the flag, you got Christmas tree. That's not really American culture, but okay. You have 2 different Apple logos. You have the Nike swish. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know what the fuck that is. They got the money sign. You got a stack of cash just to make sure that people know that money is American. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm guessing that's Adidas because it says Adidas under it. So that kid was clever. They got the Disney logo over here. And I hope I'm not the only one who, since being a child, has thought that's a G and not a D. And I've always wondered, why the fuck is Disney written as Disney? And I still have to remember, oh yeah, that's Disney. That's not Disney. What's American culture? Oh, the big gay pride flag. Panda Express and Subway and McDonald's and whatever the fuck this bell icon is. And then in the corner, the teacher, the 70-year-old woman who still remembers, wrote this down. By the way, freedom of religion, speech, expression, assembly, press, and petition of government. That's American culture. No. Big gay flag. We're all about sucking dick now. Sorry, teacher. You gotta get the fuck out of here. Rest in peace. Anyways, don't let your daughters become OnlyFans or whores. That's my statement, my rallying cry. So that's it for Chantal. She's hit rock. She seems happier than she's ever been. She's completely ignoring her health issues. She's eating whatever the fuck she wants. Her dietitian has basically just give her carte blanche to eat whatever the fuck she wants. That's what she says, at least. And then she's gotten men paying presumably a lot of money to see her bounce for a little bit. And once to start an OnlyFans, so more people can watch her on OnlyFans. And by the way, she basically threatened me directly and said, if people want to post my OnlyFans content, well, guess what? OnlyFans is going to DMCA them. Motherfucker, I get a DMCA from OnlyFans every goddamn day. I know the guy's name. His name is Mark Ballman or something. He sends me a DMCA every fucking day. I get DMCAs every fucking day. And I get DMCAs for the same shit, repeatedly. They don't give a fuck. They just file it automatic. And that's good enough. That's like a spray cleaner that says good for 99% of the bacteria. Most people will take it down to the automated thing. But I know for a fact, OnlyFans cannot send a DMCA because they do not own the fucking content. So it's ridiculous. And I've asked the guy repeatedly. I said, Mark Ballman, motherfucker, are you an attorney? No, you're not an attorney. Do you have authorization from the content creator to file this DMCA? No reply. And he sent me 6, and every fucking day I get emails from Google oh, we got a complaint for these 70 pages of the Momocon thread. And I only file a DMCA for certain pages which are important. And I get DMCA, and then I have to wait 10 days for my counter to be ignored so that the search results are re-added. And then another 2 weeks later, I get another fucking DMCA for the same fucking link. And I do the same shit every fucking day. And it doesn't get taken off the site. And if that's what she's concerned about, she can go fuck herself. Because it will be criticized and ridiculed in a way that is fair use, and which requires the material to be criticized and ridiculed in a way that is completely transformative and fair. Very frustrating. And I really wish I had some way to sue this fucking asshole who keeps sending me DMCAs. He claims to represent OnlyFans. He's filing knowingly fraudulent DMCAs, and he does it without responding to my counters ever. He has never responded to me. He just files more of them. I fucking hate this guy. Anyways. Okay, I have a note for the Amberlynn Nikocado stuff. Amberlynn herself is being boring. Amberlynn is the most boring fucking bitch in the entire world right now. She's so stuck up. She can't, the other fat people are good to debase themselves. Jim Sterling's wearing a fucking wig. Chantal's whoring out now. Ethan Ralph is putting my logo on his shirts. Amberlynn, she's just sitting there, dainty girl, oh no, I only eat 800 calories a day, and sometimes I have a little orange chicken snack, and I'm getting married. I'm getting gay married to the lesbian that I made propose to me with a Walmart ring. And she's just a joke to everyone. I've seen the Slayton sisters make fun of her, and now Nikocado Avocado, who used to be a fan of Amberlynn, is making fun of her. So before I get into Nikocado, let me just say that this will be the first time I've ever played Nikocado content on Mad at the Internet. And I intentionally don't do that because I know he's an attention whore. But more than that, I heard from someone who I happened to watch, that he had a very base take about Nikocado Avocado. So before I play the actual parody that Nikocado put out that pissed Amberlynn off, let me play the take first.
At some point as content for the highlights channel, because it's something that I wanted to talk about anyway. Okay, so the first time I ever heard of Nikocado Avocado, I saw this video posted on Reddit. Nikocado vegan days versus now. Now, what's interesting about this video is it shows the progression, right, of like someone, look how fucking skinny he is, look how skinny his boyfriend is. They're both still together. They're both in, doing the video thing. You don't even know where I'm going with this, so don't criticize me yet. Anyway, so this entire video is basically showing like the back and forth of like him being super healthy and vegan versus like him now. He was a lot more calm and like just better energy. Like,
by the way, I want to point out that this screen capture is not mine. It's from the YMS highlight channel. The YMS highlight channel, whoever runs that, is watching Adam Plays and also is recording this screen while casually having a tab open for E621, which if you don't know, and I'm going to sound very suspicious because this is the third time I mentioned a furry porn site on the stream, this particular stream, but that is a furry porn site. So he just casually has porn open in his other tab while he's recording this. And he just doesn't give a fuck, which I guess that's admirable in some way. Imagine not giving a fuck as much as this guy.
Like nicer, and like now he's like all angry and like fucking drama queen. Old Nick, ate a lot of avocados and was vegan, obviously. Knew a lot about nutrition. I'm not going to play through this video because there's a lot to it, but you can watch this video anytime you want. Just search the title. But yeah, it's basically like you watch this video and you would think that this is just made by someone trying to like, I don't know, fat shame Nikocado Avocado. Someone who's like kind of trying to bully him or something. But I noticed this from day one when this was posted on Reddit, and not a lot of like people weren't even pointing this out in the comment section on the Reddit post. This is from him. He made this compilation. He made this. This is on his own channel. He deleted old footage and clips as if it's like him pretending to be someone else's channel. Like, I don't understand. But this is on his own channel that's doing this. And at that moment when I realized that, it became very, 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 very fucking obvious to me that this is just a fetish thing. And a lot of people don't realize that. And people are still making videos about Nikocado Avocado. I'm not kidding. This is completely unironic. I'm 100% positive of this. People are still making videos about him, making Twitter posts. Like, I keep seeing these Twitter posts go viral, being like, oh man, if only his old self knew who he would become, sort of thing. Stuff like that. But he knows exactly what he's doing. His boyfriend knows exactly what they're doing. Like, they both know what they're doing, and they're totally into it, and they're doing it, right? They're either doing it 100% for themselves because they both have that fetish, which is what I assume, or they have some like fucking rich as fuck sugar daddy that's like a feeder fetish man that's paying them to do this, and they're totally fine with it. But I mean, like, they're making YouTube money anyway. I'm pretty fucking sure that this is for their own sexual gratification, and this is fine. I mean, there are plenty of other ways.
I made a note that says, make sure you cut this off after he says this is fine. I would have a different perspective about this. I don't think I think that this glorification of like inane gluttony and perversion is just so and it's everything. It's like all the top YouTube creators are just like massive sex perverts, who like are openly being fetishistic in like weird avant-garde ways. And I guess that's kind of like our fault. We have like rules against like straight pornography. So just now, it's like with the Japanese. The Americans came into Japan and were like, you guys got to stop like, having child porn everywhere. And the Japanese like, oh, we're so sorry, you nuked us twice, so we're gonna make tentacle porn now. And now tentacle porn is like a staple. Drawn pornography and tentacle porn like a staple of Japanese culture. So the Puritans said no porn, right? And now people have to jerk off still. So like ASMR and eating, that's going to be our fetishes. So it's a catch-22. You want to ban pornography because it's a Mackenzian death spiral for culture. And then at the same time, people want to jerk off still. So now you have like feeder fetishists and ASMR artists and shit. Truly, I'll never have another time to play this, but I'll play this now because I happen to have it.
In my study of history in sexual personae, I'm always talking about the late phases of culture, and I was always drawn to the late or decadent phase of culture. Oscar Wilde is one of the great exponents of that in the late 19th century. And everywhere in the world, you find this pattern, okay, in ancient times, that as a culture begins to decline, you have an efflorescence, okay, of transgender phenomena, okay? That is a symptom of cultural collapse, okay? So rather than people singing the praises of humanitarian liberalism, okay, that allows all of these transgender possibilities, okay, to appear and to be encouraged, I would be concerned about how Western culture is defining itself to the world, because in fact these phenomena are inflaming the irrational and borderline psychotic opponents of Western culture.
So that is that's that. I do have notes about this. Oh, because that was just a preload about the Nikocado video. I want to explain why I don't show Nikocado avocado, because I'm very aware that he's just a fetishist and that he is jerking people off and he is jerking himself off. And sure, he is an obvious attention whore, but that's not in and of itself the only thing that he's doing. So, with that said, I do have a clip from Nikocado Avocado, which I will play. This clip is actually from a channel, I want to say it's called the Orange Channel or the Orange Chicken Channel. It's a jab at Amberlynn. And Orange Queen, and I'll link to this because they did a good job of clipping this out. I never would have fucking seen it without this channel. And it's kind of weird and all over the place, but there is a particular segment that I want to show. There's actually two. So 218 I have marked.
That's a beanbag in a hurry.
Good Lord, the beanbag is in a hurry.
And so that's like just a shot across the bow, basically saying like, he definitely knows what he's doing. He's referencing troll comments that she reads and is making fun of her.
My feet really hurt. I've been on my feet all day long. I wore the wrong shoes. So these are the right shoes. I'm gonna get these shoes. I love these shoes. These are so nice and aesthetically pleasing.
I'm actually wearing one right now because it so matched my outfit and it was aesthetically pleasing.
That's great just because it's Tammy Slayton, or Amy Slayton, I'm sorry, making fun of her. So it's like all the YouTubers who are like fat and have like fat related content all make fun of Amberlynn. She's like a joke for everyone. The only person who's not making fun of her is Chantal, and that's because she's more occupied selling her butthole right now. Amy is getting healthy. By the way, as you all know, as I mentioned before, I do watch the 1,000-Pound Sisters because it's very funny. Amy is pregnant. She's doing okay on her diet. She's not doing excellent. And Tammy is fucking a black guy named Jerry. And it's very... I don't know. I guess that's the best she can get. She's not going to have kids anyways. Well, maybe she can. Amy's having a kid. I'm definitely Team Amy, by the way. Tammy is such a... If you've never the show is funny. If you like my show and you like laughing at fat people, go watch the 1,000-Pound Sisters. Tammy is like such a big fat tarted baby, and I want a picture of her with like a caveman forehead and like a little curl of hair with a bone through it because she looks like a caveman. And she's like, unga bunga, me won't eat. And everyone's like, Tammy, you gained 50 pounds in a month. Literally, she gained 50,000 pounds in a month, 10,000 calories a day on average. How did you do this if we're not giving you food anymore? And she's obviously just getting Grubhub. But then they're asking her, like, Tammy, you have this 32-ounce milkshake. How did you acquire this if we did not give it to you? And she said, oh, Jerry gave it to me. So she was hooked up with a literal feeder who's giving her 32-ounce milkshakes, which is a lot of fucking calories. That's thousands of calories. And she's going to eat herself to death. And it's going to be really sad because Amy's going to lose her sister. And baby's going to grow up not knowing her aunt. Very, very boo-hoo, sad, cry. Anyways, that's not relevant. I just brought it up because even Amy makes fun of Amberlynn.
Keep in mind, I have a heel spur. This like
she's like Trump. She's got a bone
Confident
spur.
and charming. Oh my god, that's one of my personalities. It's not working. This is discrimination. You can be in love with more than one person. Just to let you know, you can. And so the thing is, she does help me wipe. And I reward her. I buy her food. I let her live with me. She gets her own room, basically. I buy all her food. I buy her shirts. She loves shirts. I mean, every time I go to Walmart, you'll always see her in the shirt aisle. Like, if she's missing, I always know she's in the shirts.
This girl spends money like it's going out of style.
Oh, hit my freaking pizza.
Bed bound Susie.
Nice. Love Clear. It's really good for, like, aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, this is a joke you wouldn't understand unless you watch fat people while eating your breakfast. Amberlynn goes to Walmart multiple times a day. She will wheel up in a fucking chair, electric chair like Nick Hikato's doing, and touch everything, which is weird even before COVID. But now during COVID, it's like weird to go to a store with your surgical mask on and just wipe your hands over fucking everything like you're trying to clean it with a towel or something.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Very aesthetically pleasing. I could go for a new scale. I would love to get me a new scale. And clearly I've been gaining a little weight, but it's just swelling. I know what you're all thinking. Why have you gained? I only gained a couple pounds because I've been drinking a lot of water lately.
I'm not just
that's also a Chantal thing or Amberlynn thing. Like, oh, I'm not gaining weight. I just have water weight right now because I drink so much water. I'm on a water fast diet. Like, no, bitch, you fucking eating.
Morbidly obese girl who is not losing weight and who isn't trying. I'm a morbidly obese girl who has lost 88 pounds by herself, who has knocked down her BMI by almost 20 points. I still can't get over that. I'm very proud of that.
These are great. I could always go for one that talks to me, so I don't have to like look down, which I could burn half a calorie to help me in my progress, but I always do that from walking around the tree. So we're gonna check 400 pounds. 400-pound weight. Oh no, this is not gonna work for me. 7.5 years going strong. I've lost 89 pounds eating nothing but rice and potatoes.
For the first time in my life, I'm counting carbs, and you guys probably see the potato and you're like, what? How? So.
Yeah, that's fucking fair.
How? So.
I want to see. Oh, I think this is the
I'll
part.
explain. Eating less carbs makes you lose weight.
Something I like to do right before I get back into the car is I like to step up onto a curb because they say stepping up is good circulatory cardiovascular exercise. I'm just going to set this right here.
Don't look at his pants.
So you guys can see.
Avert your gaze.
Oh, up, down.
I'm actually scared right now. Jump.
That's why I gave props to the Orange Queen lady for clipping this, because I wouldn't have got that reference, but thankfully she inserted the part where Amberlynn has difficulty stepping down like a single step that's not even that steep. Like an actual cow that can't look down and could manage that step. This is a reference to when she like did an exercise video and she just like hobbled around for a little bit.
I thought you were.
I think I'm gonna cut it there. There's nothing like overtly. Actually, you know what? I think this is pretty funny. Though it is sad because that crab is sad looking. Makes me feel bad for him.
I'm so good at grammar, Cato. You're always correcting me in my English. Your grammar's so...
Actually, God, I love fashion so much, and I love makeup, fashion. God, I love fashion so much.
When I was like 4 years old, I got ran over by a goose.
Generation. Let's be real. I'm the queen, right?
I want to stick to around a moderate carb level. And
She
also
says as she's eating an entire fucking boiled potato and some sausage.
The only moderate thing about you is how moderately slowly you lose weight.
You're a lot.
It's very sharp. And it hurts.
He likes to pretend that walking around a tree once a month is exercise.
It is for a big girl like me.
You're healthy. Like she had my charts in her hand. She was like, "You're healthy, but you are obese."
It's gone.
Like your neck.
This is not medical related.
This is also
It's
a jab
just
at
my
Amberlynn.
hand color, okay?
It's not my fault that you made a weight loss channel and you don't lose any weight.
No, actually, that's not true.
It's a weight gain channel, you're right.
People take it out of context.
This is also weird. This is weird by itself. Why is she eating like an entire party favor of like regular cooked shrimps and martini shit?
I'm done. Like constantly talking about my weight on this channel because there's more to me than that, and it's easy to gain weight doing it, obviously, but it's also not that hard to lose weight while doing it.
I'm apologizing for all the lies you tell.
I don't tell lies. I never lie to anybody. Not even friends of mine. Never.
Literally pathetic, and I will go to my grave saying that majority of you are fucking idiots.
I think I'll cut it there. It's pretty funny. I will like I said, with Life by Jen taking shots against Chantal. Keep doing that. It's funny. Chantal got all puffy and said like, "Oh, you're just making fun of me because it makes the haters like you more." Like I will legit watch what you have to say if you're making fun of Chantal. Same with Nikocado. Like you can keep jerking off yourself while making yourself fat as long as you keep making fun of Amberlynn and making her I will appreciate this content. So. Oh yeah, no, dude. Walking around is good exercise for someone who is carrying 400 pounds of dead weight, but you have to walk more than once. Once a day to lose weight. It's deficit. It's calorie deficit. That's the craziest thing. Like I lost a lot of weight at some point when I counted calories. That's all there is to it. So. Okay. There's one more person. It's going to be a little bit over 2 hours by the time I finish. Probably maybe longer, but I'm going to go in on this cold because I have some timestamps, and I think the only way for you to properly experience this video is like I did, where I didn't know what the fuck was happening until it was explained after the fact. And all I remember thinking while watching this shit was, this is so uncomfortable. And I want to inflict that on all of you now. I'm going to make all of you extremely uncomfortable.
I don't know, I like ugly guys that are awkward.
Me, personally, fam, the body needs to be fine.
Actually, okay, skip a little bit of this.
Sir, you know the fucking vibes, and it's your boy, yo, Mark Official. Come on now. So, it's a host.
Young Mike Official, everyone. You've heard of him.
You know me, fam. Me, personally, fam, the body needs to be fat. If the body's not fat, bro, she can just dip stuff. She can just skirt off, fam. Personality, she needs to be nice, good looking, well educated, responsible. She gotta be smart. Yo, she just
who does it sound like he's describing?
Have that family, yo, she can kick rocks still. You feel me?
Hey, look, I got one question for you though.
What's up?
On a scale from 1 to 10, how much are you gonna sauce her today?
Bro, you know me, man. I'm the sauciest man in Toronto, Nigerian's finest. I'm gonna go 100%. You feel me? Full throttle, my nigga. You feel me?
Hi, my name's Saji. I don't know, I like ugly guys that are awkward and watch anime. Or rich guys, I don't know.
If you're wondering, he's Nigerian, and I know this because he keeps calling himself Nigeria's finest, which is pretty cringe. He also has a voice that is really weird. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds like someone took a regular person speaking, like a regular black guy, and then adjusted the tempo or whatever, adjusted the audio channels so that there is no mids or highs. It's just the bass. And it's actually very difficult to understand him unless you have your headset on, because his voice is entirely like rumble.
Well, do your thing.
How you doing, beautiful? What's poppin'?
Yo.
How was your day?
Good, how about you?
It was great, it was great. What'd you do today?
Nothing, how about you?
You know, just kept up, you feel me?
I see.
See, so what's your name?
This is in Canada,
Chelsea.
if you're wondering.
Chelsea, where you from, Chelsea?
Waterloo.
Man. Okay. What are you doing all the way in Waterloo?
Huh?
What are you doing all the way in Waterloo?
That's where I was born.
Say right. So, what do you study?
What do I study?
Yeah. What are you taking?
What do you mean? I don't go to school there.
Oh, you don't go to school?
No.
So where do you go to school?
I don't go to school.
Oh.
I don't believe in school. I dropped out.
Say right. So,
Okay.
What do you do?
Sitting through this video is pain. This is from a black. I am now showing content from a black person's channel, and you can tell it's a black person's channel because there's random fucking sound effects thrown in throughout the entire thing, and for some reason, black people do that. Filipinos do it too. It's obnoxious. This entire thing is horrifically cringe, by the way, but the sound effects do not help.
What are you doing right now?
OnlyFans.
So you're on that demon time.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Wait, Mike, yo, are you a demon though?
Of course.
So you gotta tell her, you gotta let her know how you're a demon, bro. Come on, spit that sauce, my nigga.
Nah, man. I wish I could show you what's up right now, you feel me?
Oh!
After this little thing we have right now.
This is a blind date,
why
sir.
We're gonna make a movie.
The chemistry is electric, sir.
Now, you feel me? So we can make that OnlyFans work out. We can work together, like a little collaboration, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you mean we'll see?
We'll see.
Cause when I take off with this blindfold, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you.
You don't even know what I look like, you weirdo.
You mean weird. Talk to me nice. Come on now. Call me Daddy Mike.
Are you dumb?
Yo, it's my name now. You feel me?
No, my daddy's my daddy.
Nah, I'm your daddy now.
No, I'm pretty sure you didn't contribute to that.
Okay. I think I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead. My timestamps are a little bit long. I'm dreading this. Let's see, 6:30. I don't really know if I want to show all this actually. I'll skip the timestamp once you get the gist of it, I think.
And see how he feels, you know what I mean? Get a little touchy. You see what I'm saying?
Right now?
Yeah, go ahead. Do a body rundown. So he's on the left of you.
Are you crazy?
What's up? Body rundown.
Where is he?
He's like so thin she can't hit him.
My sons.
Okay, oh bro, relax. There's that's $100.
Nah, I'm pay for shit, you feel me? Like,
So are you broke?
I'm broke. Nah. Come on now. I'm not paying for shit. You feel me?
Interesting. Okay, I felt enough.
What do you mean? You just touched my upper body. That was it.
I'm not touching your lower body. What the fuck?
What do you mean? The magic's down there. You feel me? So what's up?
Anyways.
Alright, sit right down. Let's see. I'm gonna give you the honor just to touch your arm, whatever.
No, don't touch me. No one touching me, bro.
Okay, so here's a flaw in this premise that I'll just explain so that people have an understanding. This is a blind date. He likes BBW. She likes black guys. She also does not like to be touched. She has boundary issues, so you can't just... She's a hoe. Yes, she a hoe. She don't like to be touched. So there's a lot of really awkward, like, handsy stuff that this guy puts on that she does not like at all. It's really awkward.
He just gotta go off the personality and the talking. That's what he gotta do.
She right here, like?
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
What do you mean? Don't be shy. Don't bite. Don't bite. So just the arms a lot.
You're touching me.
Can you feel the magic in the air, chat? I feel like I have to talk just to make myself feel more comfortable, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna leave my hand there, you feel me?
I feel like my voice, as awkward as it may be,
in.
helps you deal with this.
What do you mean?
No, I do not like this. There's a point to this, I promise.
Ooh, that boy a little touchy.
You like that, didn't you?
Okay, I think that goes on for some time. No, wait, I got a little bit more.
No.
I really just want to gotta make sure that you feel how awkward this is.
Bye.
Continue your sauce, brother. You gotta show it who's the saucy dude out here.
What?
He's a G. Do you get it? He's very based and not red pilled, but like he's a real Negro.
What's that even mean?
What's a C story? What's your favorite position? What would you like to do?
I like to sleep. I sleep on my stomach.
Nah, so you like the back shots. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's definitely what I said.
You like that, don't you? Yeah.
It's like
Yo, so
it's like he
besides
has
mine, that's a
like
real question.
pickup artist
Besides
lines, but he doesn't realize that when she doesn't react positively to those lines, you have to do something else. So he just keeps hammering the next point home. So he's trying to like round third when he hasn't gotten to first yet. It's very weird.
Real question.
Has to be above 8 inches.
Above 8 inches. Well, goddamn. Well, listen, baby girl, I'm dealing with 11 inches. So what's up?
Yeah. Are you sure about that?
Of course, maybe we should go on the bed and I'll show you stuff. Show you that Nigerian pipe real quick. You feel me?
You should go in the bed with him.
Are you mad?
Y'all can show me some stuff.
Are you mad?
Oh no, you tripping.
That's
You
fire.
tripping, bro.
That's fire. Whoa. Listen, I'm a selfish ass nigga. It's just me and you. That's it.
You and him.
Just you and her. Just you and her.
You and me.
You and him.
You and me.
Y'all probably look cute together.
How you feeling, brody?
Come on, man. You know the fucking vibes. Where are you, B? Where are you? Yo, listen, don't be shy. Come in.
What do you want from me?
Just turn your head this way. Turn your head to the right. I mean to the left.
You see, I mean, he can't see, but to us, we can see her body language and how she looks like she has a spider on her, and she's just like trying not to move.
What do you mean? Stop playing.
No.
Come, look what you had.
I'm not ending this. I got these timestamps when we're playing the motherfucker.
What do you mean?
Don't touch my hair.
So what do you want to know about me?
Wait, where do you work?
I work?
Yeah.
I work at Apple, Nordstrom, Walmart. You feel me? The breach is coming in.
So you have 3 different jobs?
Yes, sir. I'm in school too.
What school do you go to?
He works at Walmart. He's a real G. He's young Mike official.
That school's a joke.
What do you mean to joke?
You don't even know what I look like.
So I got to know you. You feel me?
Bro, I could literally be the most B-ass bitch ever.
Listen, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about looks. It's your personality. You feel me? It's 2021, man. You feel me?
We'll see.
It's 2021.
Someone says they'll give me money if I stop. You can't give me money. There's no breaks to this.
You mean looking? Can he see me?
Nah, but should be. Just stand up a bit. Just stand up.
I'm not standing up.
Just stand up. Stop.
Don't push me, bro.
I can imagine what?
Okay, I'm gonna smack him.
You can smack who? Me? Damn, this girl's aggressive, fam. Damn.
Alright, I think it's time to take out the blindfolds, right? Go ahead.
Okay, holy.
Take yours off, man.
Yo, but quick question. What would you rate my voice from a scale from 1 to 10?
You have an average voice, so like a 5.
Get wrecked.
Nice. She took it off a lot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Work your sauce.
Bro.
Go ahead.
With this?
Work your sauce.
With this?
Work your sauce.
Look at you.
But nah, you got, I actually like that tattoo though.
Thank you.
The guy recording sets this up. And it's not a porno yet. I'll explain in a bit.
360?
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
Wow, what do you know? Because you just dissed me, first of all.
Nah,
so, with this? Miss me with that shit, bro.
Yo, listen, it's not even like that. I'm so sorry, miss. I do apologize. But yo, listen, I just want to see how you look. You look a little 360.
I'm not doing a 360.
I could do a 360 first, and then you could do a 360 for me.
Or I could just stay here.
What do you mean? Why you acting like that? Why you moving like that? So you're just gonna sit there?
I'm not doing
Sit there and look at me. That's it.
My ass is flat.
Shawty's about to commit a hate crime.
It's flat.
Fat. Looks immaculate. I like the pink hair though.
Thanks.
That's
nice.
that right there is a pickup artist thing.
Nice stuff.
You're fat, but you got nice hair though. That's classic negging. That's exactly what he's doing, and it's not working at all. No, I'll save the explanation. Only one more clip from this video, I promise. And then there's a second one, and a third.
My bad. My bad. So now what?
Nah, you're actually fucking sexy, bro. You're actually fucking
I'm enjoying the chat.
You're actually so beautiful.
Then why were you laughing?
Listen, man, it's 2021, you feel me? But yo, listen, I find you very attractive and very beautiful.
Thank you.
He's not lying, by the way.
Yeah.
You know the fucking vibes, nigga. But listen, though. Like, I'm that nigga, like I said, let me take you on a little date. Let's get to know each other. You know, what do you like? What do you like to eat? What's your favorite type of food?
Shawarma, poutine.
Like that poutine. We can make some poutine after this, you feel me?
Ew, that's vile.
How the fuck you gonna do that?
Oh, I'm a chef. Cook on the side, you feel me? It's easy, we can go get that potato, you feel me? Chop them up. You know, I got the little gravy. You know what I mean? It's time for us to go demon time, you feel me?
Wait. Okay, so why did you move away when I said I dropped out of grade 10?
Well, listen, I like people that are educated, you feel me? But your personality...
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not school smart. Like, when it comes to school, like, I'm actually dumb as fuck. But, like, I'm not fucking stupid in general. I just don't fuck with school.
Okay. That's cool, that's cool.
Okay, I don't even know what this next video is. I do have times, I forgot what it is. Is this? Okay, this is, there's 3 people involved in this. There's the guy who set it up, the cameraman. There's young Mike, official. And then there's Shawty. Shawty a hoe. She here to hoe. That's what she's here for. Young Mike is here to get laid and to make content because he knows who she is. This is not like she doesn't know who she is. He's heard of her because she is like internet famous in like black people Instagram in Canada. She's legitimately a influencer in Canadian black Instagram that sphere. This is young Mike's video, and I'm now that I remember what it is, I warn you that this is cringe. This video is cringe. Young Mike's intro, where he tries to pass himself off as an influencer, is perhaps worse.
Damn, I'm a smooth dude. Bitch looking for me, she can't find me, need Blues Clues. I'ma fuck you good, then I'ma leave, I gotta shoot moves. Okay, alright. Bitch tried to play me, I was broke, now I got some money. I ain't picked up my phone in days, they say I'm acting funny. Got a goal in 27 days, I'm trying to stack 100. You the type that's mugging in the club, probably mad for nothing. Shit, this little money.
Wait, is there more? Oh no. It reminds me of those, you know that Lee is Cool 1 gaming channel intro where the thing comes down and it's like that dubstep music and just says like Lee is Cool 1 and it flies around. That's that, but like the black version of it where it's just like I'm black and I'm cool and I got money, I stack it up, yo, I like bitches, I have sex. Truly a diverse and beautiful people. Okay, 140.
Hey man, look, I got such.
So okay, this is after the setup where the other guy did the blind date introduction. This is also cringe. There's less of it to show because it's very much the same thing on repeat. But the chemistry here does not get any better.
Interior shorty in the building. What's popping? You're good?
Yeah, you know.
Also, here's the thing that I've noticed. I don't know why black people do this, but a lot of them do it. They rub their hands together. Like they got a silver coin coming, and it's very weird, but they all do it. They get excited. They start doing like
You mean?
Are you dumb?
Of course, I'm not dumb. But yo, what'd you do today?
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. Yo, how many phones do you have?
3.
Where's the other one?
Home.
Home? Can I have this one?
Huh?
Can I have this one? What's this, 12?
Yeah, that's the 12. 12 stocks. Don't ever get the fucking 12.
What do you mean? I just want to see it still.
Oh, this is
the biggest size.
This is the part that has all the fucking sound effects. The other guy used them, but this guy fucking abuses them.
Everybody's nasty, no cap. Oh my days, yo, we look like a we look good together still. Nope.
No, I look good. You look good.
Nah, we look good, no cap. What do you mean? You know the fucking vibes. But yo, I don't even know. It's just your personality. I kind of like it. You know, you're funny, you're relaxed, you're chill.
Duh.
And
You're definitely pushing me down though. Can you stop?
what do you mean I'm pushing you?
Like you're literally just been pushing me down.
But you're bigger than me. But you're bigger than me. You know, like, but yo, I'm not much.
And you have a little dick.
What?
A little dick.
No,
You probably do.
I don't.
I'm not stopping this.
Pretty fast stuff.
Train's going to station,
yo,
boys.
Stay in your stuff. I don't know who's. Yo, talk to the people. Talk to the people.
What's good, bitches? It's that bitch. Are you dumb?
Okay, so now you know the general chemistry. This is the thing that he does throughout the entire video, and it's very awkward, where he just like leans on her like she's like a table, and she obviously does not like it, but he doesn't care, or he doesn't know different, and he keeps trying to do the pickup artist shit, where it's just like I don't know, it just doesn't work.
I get drunk.
I think he edited
this.
He's a professional Instagram influencer. I'm sure he edits his own videos.
Yo, take a sip. Take a sip right now. Finish it. Finish it right now. You're a demon. Finish that.
This is also quite sad because Sagittarius is like suffering with alcohol addiction right now, and she's supposed to be sober, but this guy wants to make her drink.
Bitch, this is juice.
Yeah.
This is juice.
Which is also a pickup artist thing.
It just happened to have alcohol in it. Okay, you're pushing me down, bro.
Chill. It's not even like that stuff. But yo, calm.
I'm gonna box you.
Box me?
Box you.
You can't fight. Chill. Pocket, put it back in your pocket. Hey, yo.
Bro, I can't fight. I don't need to fight.
Yo, where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
You're crazy.
What do you mean I'm crazy?
Keep it up.
What do you mean keep it up? So where you going? I want to tell you something.
What do you want to tell me?
But I need you to come back into the washroom.
No, because you're putting your fucking fork down on me and it hurts.
Yo, well, listen, I'm sorry. But can you please come back into the bathroom, please?
Tell me right now what you want.
He keeps trying to. I don't even understand this. But he wants her to be in the bathroom for the filming of this video. I don't understand.
Why am I paying you for what?
For my time, bitch. You know who I am.
Didn't you say I was your husband?
Yeah, and husbands have to pay their bitches.
What did you say, nigga? You said bitch.
I don't know why the dolphin says that, but okay. 7:40. There is about 3 minutes left before I go to Shoddy's side, and I'll do some explaining. I have some explaining to do, and I will explain it.
Fuck you, bitch.
Huh?
Fuck you, bitch.
Talk to me nice.
Fuck you, bitch.
Oh! You like that, don't you? You like that, don't you?
Are you crazy?
Yo, you like that, don't you? You know what time it is. You said you like demon, right? You like.
Okay, I know Shoddy has like a weird face and stuff. Is that a face of like arousal or like pain and fear? Because I think she's suddenly thinking like, maybe I should have stayed in school. Maybe I should have dated white people. But instead, I'm about to pay the toll. But she diffuses the situation.
How?
Skillfully.
You're flinching.
How?
You're scared of me.
I'm not scared of you.
You are.
I'm not scared of you.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not scared of you. Are you okay?
Are you okay? The future is yours.
Okay. Keep in mind, he says he's not afraid of her. That's important. It's coming up.
Whoa,
I'm scared of her.
Whoa. You can't do those ones, you feel me?
Why? We're married.
You're never married. I'm not trying to no smash with you. I'm not trying to smash with you. Look at you.
Also, I think he's just frustrated that he keeps getting rejected at this point. So he's like, I'm not trying to fuck you, even though he was very obviously trying to fuck her.
Okay.
I'm playing cha. Yo, cha. Yo, sorry like that, cha.
The alpha shawty pulls out her keys. She's in true Trumpian spirit, in the art of the deal, she understands that she can walk away from the table. He desperate. This nigga has not gotten laid since ever, and he wants to smash. So when she pulls out her keys, indicating that she's willing to walk away, suddenly he's got to back up. Actual fear, block the door. This shit has to happen.
Cha, it's a prank. Gotcha, bitch. It's a prank. I fucked with you. It's a prank.
Really sharp.
I know. Just put it down.
I can cut off your tiny little fucking dick and feed it to you.
Well, listen, though. Yo, it's a prank.
No, it's a prank.
It's a prank. We're good?
No, your life is a joke. Bye.
It's a joke. That's pathetic. Look at you.
Bitch, I swear to fucking God. Keep fucking talking to them. What the fuck are you done, bitch?
Yo, cha.
Are you done? Are you done? I'm like,
Yo.
Stupid whore.
What do you mean? Yo, you know I'm just playing with you, man. You know it's just a little joke.
No,
that's all. Just fun and games. You feel me?
You're a joke.
How am I a joke?
Look at you.
Look at you.
Look at you.
You look like
Walmart manager.
Walmart manager. Sure, you look like you're from the Wizard of Oz.
Bitch.
Okay, that exchange is a perfect summary of this, by the way. He told her that he works at Walmart. This is true. He works 3 jobs, apparently. Also studies at school. But he's Young Mike Official. Keep that in mind. Official spelled with 2 L's. I didn't even notice that. Okay, he's Young Mike Official L. And he says, look at you. She says, look at you. He says, look at you. She says, okay, Walmart manager. And then he says, you look something like out of the Wizard of Oz. That don't make no goddamn sense. I've watched that fucking movie. I can't think of anything in the Wizard of Oz that she looks like. She does not look like the little people. She ain't little at all. She don't look like the Wicked Witch. What the fuck? Did she look like the bear or the lion or the Tin Man? Who the fuck does she look like? She ain't even green. She's not the green wizard man because he ain't fucking green. She's pink. Just utterly failed to counter the simplest attack from the Saji, who is now rising up to be alpha.
You look like that fucking
to get her fucking money.
You don't even know what to say.
I'm a nice girl and I don't diss people.
Listen. I'm just a different nigga, you feel me?
No, you're not different. You're like every other dude. Why does every dude say I'm different? No, y'all not different.
I'm Nigerian's finest, you know, but...
No, you're really not. I know bare Nigerians that are finer than that.
Oh! Well, I know a lot of...
I know your dick is pinched as fuck because it's not even showing through your pants, bitch.
Alfware, what are you saying Alfware?
Ow.
Yo, we look good, don't we?
Yeah, see, that's why we're married.
Who said we're married? We're not married.
I just realized the marriage shit is like a defense mechanism. You know what I mean? She's like awkward by this guy. This guy's being so weird and clingy to her. She's like, fuck it, I'll triple down on that and I'll say that we're married. You're gonna be my husband now. And he's like, wait, what? I just realized what she's doing. Again, alpha shoddy.
We're not married. Don't even try that. Don't even try that.
You like the sound effects? Okay, Ironwood.
Crazy
you black Ironwood.
Oh.
Oh.
But you had no... Oh.
I said I had what?
You had no problem. Okay.
Now, what do you guys say? Say it.
No, I don't have to say it.
What do you mean?
9.
What do you mean?
7.
You don't
6.
want me to.
No, let's keep it like that. Stop.
It's over. Okay. Now, let me explain. First of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, here's what happened. Cameraman from the blind date comes to Shoddy and says, Shoddy, I represent Young Mike Official L, a YouTube or Instagram influencer, And I think that you guys should do a collab. I'm gonna set you guys up on a blind date. He's black. He likes big women. You're white. You're a hoe. You like black guys. Perfect combination. You both do Instagram stuff, and then he's willing to do OnlyFans content. And she's hurting for money for some reason because she spends all her fucking money. And usually she makes money through OnlyFans. Currently, it's hard to find a black penis in Canada because of COVID. COVID's hard on everyone, boys and girls, so she's not making as much money. She used to fuck guys that pay her, and then she'll film it, and she'll make money from the OnlyFans content. Not happening so much anymore. Cameraman comes up and says, young Mike's willing to fuck you. He's willing to let you film it, and he'll let you put it on OnlyFans so you can sell it. She says, okay. She goes to this, and this is the blind date. And keep in mind, she's literally a prostitute. She will accept the money, and as long as you let her film it, and then she'll put it on OnlyFans, business transaction complete. You don't even have to like woo her if you're a young Mike official, but he's like a young up and up. He's an OnlyFans influencer, so he thinks, oh, I'm going to put all my pickup artist tactics, and she's going to be all over me. That's going to go on my Instagram. It's going to go on my YouTube, and everyone's going to think I'm, fucking Coach Red Pill over here. It doesn't go that way. The payoff is coming. So what happens is, what's the name of this? Oh, story time. I went viral again. This story did spread around quite a bit. Did I not save this properly? Oh, fuck it. Okay, I'll have to put this up into Firefox. This went viral, this story, because that is, like you said, that's like, even for black people, they watch that and think, wow, this is fucking horrific. So it did get circulated around quite a bit, and Shawty had to come out and tell her story. Basically what I said she was afraid to go to Toronto because apparently men there are fat shamers, her words, and that she'd go to promote her channel and to get OnlyFans content. He kept touching her. She said that she did not want to be touched. He kept touching her anyways, so she was super uncomfortable. She ended up giving him a blowjob, I think, for money. And this video is on OnlyFans. And he begged her to fuck him, and she said no. So she got her OnlyFans content. She put it up for sale. She's out. And now, here's the thing. Here's the great thing. You know what? I'll let it speak for itself. I want you guys to hear how. Just think in your head right now, what you think young Mike official L is going through in the fallout of this. I want you to predict something. Hold it in your head. What is happening? What could possibly happen? He didn't go to jail. He was not arrested. She did not press charges for rape or whatever the fuck. What do you think his personal life is like at this moment? Hold that idea in your head. You're going to be wrong, but it'll be funny anyways.
And another thing, he just dropped a video, and this is the only reason I'm even dropping this video, is because I noticed in the video that he's sitting there saying, or like, he's sitting there like almost crying, feeling bad for himself because of all the shit that's out there about him and how it's making him look bad. The only reason that they're making fun of him is because he's literally trying to fuck or like touching a fat girl. Me. This isn't even about you. You're not even really being made fun of here. This is literally me being made fun of. I've been getting made fun of on fucking line for so fucking long now. It's whatever to me. Whatever. But I don't understand why the man's sitting there saying, I'm sorry to my family, I'm sorry to my friends. You're sorry that you were hitting on a fat girl on camera.
After this video came out, and after she posted the OnlyFans, young Mike official L got clowned on by all the real niggas who said, you tried to fuck Sagittarius Shawty. Are you what the fuck's wrong with you, young Mike official L? And he is so embarrassed and humiliated by this experience that he's crying. She plays his voicemail.
Because you're embarrassed, because your little friends told you that it's not okay to be trying to fuck a fat girl. Because society tells you that it's not okay to be attracted to or want to fuck a fat girl. okay. And then he's like, I'm not okay mentally, I'm not okay physically. Okay, but what about me? Because all these posts, I'm not even gonna bring up, okay, all these posts are literally, I don't even know, there's not one thing someone did not say. Like, I'm a whale, am I wearing a diaper because of my, like, my stomach is showing, like, you can see, like, my stomach roll or whatever. Someone said, oh, does she have 2 bellies? How did he even find the hole? Or, like, I know why he didn't find the hole, something like that. Like, holy fuck, she's huge. Holy fuck, she got bigger. She's an SSBBW. You weigh a minimum of, what, 400 pounds? You're fucking disgusting for this. Like, oh, they're saying, like, oh, Nigeria doesn't claim him anymore because he's such a fat girl. Like,
that is a replay. I'll play that one more time.
For this, like, oh, they're saying, like, oh, Nigeria doesn't claim him anymore because, like, he touched a fat girl. Like,
he is no longer Nigeria's finest. He has to call himself Canada's finest because the Prime Minister of Nigeria wrote a letter and submitted it saying that he is no longer a part of the tribe. He's out. Okay. She plays his voice messages, and that will be the end once that plays. And you can hear the genuine human shock that in these voice messages.
and even though my best friend said, I'll read what she said after. I said, are you okay mentally? He said, I'm okay, to be honest. I said, I feel bad, but, like, you did this to yourself, dissing me. I said, I'm sorry, man.
It's all good. I know I did this to myself, but, you know, you live and you learn. It's all good. I know I did this to myself, but, you know, you live and you learn.
Yeah, but, like, you didn't have to diss me. You didn't have to do all that. Like, this should have never happened if you didn't diss me. Like, there was no reason to call me a hippo, this, that, and the third, when you were literally begging to fuck me. Like, relax. There's literally no reason to do all that. Like, for what? For what? To get a couple fucking laughs out of your followers? I would never fucking switch. I would never fucking diss someone just to get laughs out of my followers. That's fucking pathetic.
And he didn't respond. And then I'm hearing on Twitter that I don't know if it was him and his friends or just his friends. It's like just saying something about how at this point he should just go out and tell everyone that I drugged and raped him just so that it makes him look better. That's truly fucking disgusting. And to any of you who said that, this is why I don't like Toronto men. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's probably there's probably a lot of good men out there in Toronto. But like majority of you guys are just, no. That's fucking disgusting. How do you say that? How do you even like think that? And then I messaged him again yesterday at 5:45. I said, are you okay? Don't let people's comments affect you, man. They're irrelevant, because I seen that people were calling him a rapist.
We're watching this because we're doing a case study of Black culture. This is Black History Month, and I'm doing my part. This is also Valentine's Day, so we're looking into not only Black history, but also Black relationships.
People are calling me a rapist, saying that I raped you in the comments, literally. And girls are on Twitter saying, lock up Mike, lock up Mike. That's what's getting me upset the most. You're having someone call you a rape. I don't know, Saji is just pissing me off, and it's making me upset mentally. And I can't do it anymore, you know? So that's why I have to just stay low off social media until this thing calms down. Now I know how it feels for the city to hate on me, because now, even I'm at work now, every single person out there is literally laughing at me, making TikToks, doing everything, you feel me? And it's bothering me a lot. It's bothering me a lot.
from what I understand, based on, I didn't even think about that until just now. But they said he's from Toronto. He works at Walmart. So this shit got out. It spread around the black Instagram verse, right? People started sharing it. It's like, oh, look how fucking weird this guy is being with Shadi. He works at a Walmart in Toronto. So then all these other fucking black people in Toronto are like, let's find this guy at Walmart and let's do TikToks making fun of him for fucking Shadi. And he's at work and people are walking up to him doing TikTok videos making fun of him, and they're just dabbing on him. They're just dabbing on him in a way that I've never even I can't even imagine.
I'm sorry, no fucking offense, but now you know what it fucking feels like. I said, you're not a rapist. That's crazy. People are saying that. I'm sorry.
I know that, but it's like, it's literally blowing up on Twitter right now, and people think I'm a rapist. And that's the thing that's bothering me. They're going off on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere, calling me a rapist. Because I don't want to be known on Instagram for a rapist. You feel me? So like, that's why, is there any way they can, I don't know, go live, tell people that I'm not a rapist, because I want it to stop.
Now, because I think it's fucked up that people would be calling someone a rapist when I was not raped, when he is not a rapist. Was he creepy and cringy as fuck? Yes. But yeah, I think people genuinely need to stop throwing around the word rape.
Oh, okay. That's it. That's the end of it. He crept on her. He thought, oh, I'll save $100. He's doing the hand rubbing. I'll save $100 Canadian by putting the moves on her. And he is so humiliated at the end of this, after saying that he wasn't afraid of her, by the way, that he begged her to go live and say that he is not a rapist, because in real life, there are black people going to Walmarts in Toronto trying to find young Mike Official L so that they can dab on him and put his ass on fucking TikTok, calling him a rapey whale hunter or whatever. I'm sorry that I had to play so much to get to this, but I hope for those who've made it, for the real homies that have made it this far into this very long stream, I hope that thought fills you with a kind of joy and in Chinese Lunar New Year warmth. This is Canada, so they celebrate the Chinese New Year, and I hope it was worth it, because it was a lot of work to clip all this or find all these timestamps and stuff. Okay, I think that is it. A lot of stuff happened this week. Special mention to June being extra super horny on fucking Twitter. Just start your OnlyFans. If fucking Chantal is doing it, you can do it too. You'll make more money that way than your shitty political videos. It's more intellectually honest. Shout out to the aphids. We'll fucking get you. We'll get every last one of them. I'll keep you guys posted on my Basil Plant. Everyone have a happy Valentine's Day weekend. Thank you for watching, and I think that's it. Oh shit, I'm watching myself live. I almost went this entire 2.5 hour long stream without having a serious weird technical fuck up like that, but I'm not so lucky. Anyways, bye bye, see you next week.
Kind of phony, everything's a
You know why they call him Young Mike Official L? Because he officially took the L. Thank you.